Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. My apologies, y'all. I am so congested. I have no medicine, so we just gonna keep it pushing. I'm just sipping on the tea and carrying on with the fast. And when I tell y'all, it's like literally, I understand the fast now. Since we started the fast, attack, 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 attack. Like I can feel like y'all, baby. I don't know what kind of breakthrough is going to come through at the end of this fast, but I know it's something big because the devil will not be attacking like this here. Baby, anywho, I'm here with the dream. In this dream, I saw a man that was minding his own business, and he was just walking along the path that God had for him, and someone comes and offers him a job. Now, he puts forth effort. Let me cut off my heater. Okay, so he puts forth effort to do this job. He's trying really hard to go ahead and complete this job and solve the problem that they have. However, as he's trying to solve this problem for them, he's trying to help them out with this job, and they deliberately go out of their way to sabotage him and make it very difficult for him to accomplish his task. Once he notices this, he gives up and he leaves. Like, he's just like, okay, we're not doing this. And he goes back to the path that God has for him. And he continues walking down his path. But they decide to chase him down and try to fight with him over the job that they didn't even pay him for. The scripture comes from 2 Samuel 22:17. He reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. He rescued me from my powerful enemy, from my foes who were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, but the Lord was my support. He brought me out into a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. Oh. So here's the message, okay? For whoever this is for, this is someone that they gave you this task just deliberately to take you off of your path. Your path, you were going directly down the path the way you were supposed to. You were doing as you were supposed to. God was happy about you going down your path. You were minding your own business. And here come this person talking about, if you do this and if you could, I need you to help me out with this, help me out with this. And you go with them to help them with whatever this is. Just for, like, in reality, this is somebody that just wanted to keep you busy. They wanted to keep you occupied. They wanted to turn you away and from your objective. They wanted to keep you frustrated. They wanted to keep you in a position to where you were not able to accomplish your task. They didn't want you to accomplish your goal. They wanted you to be thrown away from your path. They wanted you to be thrown away from the direction you're supposed to go. And once you realize that what they asked you to do, it was no point. So this would be like somebody, you know what it is God wants you to do. Or maybe what God wants you to do is literally like you're doing it. You are doing it. And there's someone that comes to you with some kind of opportunity. Like, I guess like this would be like someone offering you a job or offering you a position. It could be someone offering like a counterfeit, offering to be you to be their spouse, or someone offering you a friendship or something like that. And when you take it, they decide that it's like they feel as though they have you. They're like, aha, I got them. And instead of you doing what they said you would be doing, you end up doing something else. So like this would be like you get the position at the job, and every time you're trying to work, this person is deliberately like going behind your back and getting you rolled up all the time, or they're trying to get you fired, trying to get like, trying to cause problems. Every time you try to make friends, they turn the people against you. So you say, you know what, that's fine, you got it, and you leave and you go back to where God had you. That's what you do. Like you left. You go back to what God had for you. And this person sees that you decided to quit the job. And they're like, wait, you can't quit. I got you this job. How dare you quit this job? You need to come back to the job. How dare you quit? And you turn to them and you tell them, you know what? You can keep the check. I don't care. Y'all can have that job. I'm not finna come and work there. And every time I come to work, I'm doing my best. I'm doing the job that you gave me. You want to add on extra stuff and give me duties that I told you I wasn't going to do when I first started here. You are the benefits that I had at the beginning. Those benefits don't, like let's say if they had some kind of insurance policy and they decide to cut your hours randomly so you don't get insurance no more, even if the benefit is that you get the passcode to the Wi-Fi. That was a benefit, and now they have taken that benefit away, and now they are requiring for you to do a janitor's job, and you're not a janitor, and they insist that you do stock and all this other stuff, but you are not, that's not your title, that's not your job title, baby. God said it got to such an extent that you was like, you know what? You can have this job. I wasn't trying to come over here nowhere. I was minding my own business. You came to me and you asked me to work for you over here. You asked me to come over here and help you out. You asked me if I could help you. And while I'm trying to help you, you're making it difficult for me to help you. So you know what? You figure it out. And they got mad. They wanted to fight. They wanted to argue. They wanted to say that you just mean and you terrible and how dare you this and how dare you that and who do you think you are this and all this other stuff. In reality, there was no reason. Like, you are not obligated to do this in the first place. And God is saying, this was an enemy. He rescued me from my powerful enemy, from my foes who were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, but the Lord was my support. In reality, this is a trap. Like, this was a trap that was set by the enemy to keep you distracted from where you are supposed to be going and what you're supposed to be doing. Period. Long story short, it was a trap. It was a trap. And that it was a trap. Like, it was a trap. This was a trap. And, you may not have been able to see it. Because from your point of view, whatever you were doing, regardless job, relationship, friendship, whatever, it was easier than going down the path that God has for you. And, it was to such an extent that God allowed all these, this other stuff to, because if they wouldn't have started attacking you and picking on you, and poking at you and making you feel uncomfortable and making it hard on you, they have to do that. Because here's the thing, due to the fact that this is someone that did need help in some kind of shape, form, or fashion, whatever amount of help that you were willing to give is far better than not having help at all. But they got so comfortable with you helping them that they started to believe that you were obligated to help them. And they started to believe that you had no other choice but to help them. And they started to think to themselves that there's no other way that you will be able to make it without helping them, completely ignoring and forgetting the fact that you were already on a path before you even came over there, before you even met them. You were already on a path. God already had a path for you. That didn't have nothing to do with them. They came and basically kind of bumped you off your path by asking you to help them. You helped them out the kindness of your heart. And for some of you, they were trying to trap you into feeling like obligated to doing this. But once you saw what they were doing, once God removed the veil from your eyes and you saw what they was doing, they was trying to trap you. They were being unfair. They were confused because when it came down to it, you were helping them and they were thinking of you as somebody that needed it, and you came, like, they were thinking about you as somebody that came begging on bended knee, when in reality you were actually somebody who was helping them out, and they were confused. But it is what it is. God said now, they'll be chasing you down the road. They'll be flagging you down. They'll be begging you to come back because that help that they had, even if you would have done the bare minimum, it was more than them not having that help at all. But they wanted to push you to the limit. This is someone that wanted to treat you like a slave, regardless if it is a job, of a relationship, like a counterfeit, or a friend, whatever. This is somebody, they wanted to push you to the limit. They wanted to push you until your bones was weary, like a slave. And when you said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my path because I don't got time for this. Y'all can have this here. I'm not doing this. They were in shock. They couldn't believe it. They were appalled because they thought that there was nothing else for you. They forgot that you were on your path. They forgot that your path was there. And they thought that they were able to put a veil over your eyes so that you could no longer see your path. But in reality, why in the world would you stay dealing with that? Like, I just feel like even the tactic that I just feel like it's nonsense. Like, this is someone that they were trying to do this to keep you busy and keep you off of your path. But for whoever this is for, when you realize what they were doing, you was not for it. Like, yeah. For some of you, they were trying to make it to where it was hard for you to do your path, your journey, to carry on with your journey. They were trying to make it hard for you to whatever it is that God called you to do, whatever it is that God has, what your gift is, the path that you're following, they were trying to make it to where you could not simultaneously help them while following your journey. And because they did that, it got to a point to where you had to choose, and you chose to carry on following God down the path that He has for you versus helping them. Because you was just helping them. It's not a situation where that was like, and this is what this person wanted to make you believe, that you had no other choice but to help them. And there was no other life for you but to be a part of their life. And you, like, this is someone that tried to make you feel like you had no life outside of them. And like I said, very well could be a counterfeit. Very well could also be a job. They wanted you to feel as though there was no other life for you outside of being attached to them, outside of being up under them, outside of whatever you had within them. Baby. But it's so. Because it says He brought me out into a spacious place. He rescued me because He delighted in me. So for whoever you are, even just the fact that your heart was so big that you even stopped from, I feel like your path was easier than whatever this person was offering by you helping them. Your path was easier, but you decided to take a break from your path to help them. And for some of you, you wanted to do both. You were like, you know what? My path is pretty easy. I'm going to go ahead and help them while doing my path. But when you weren't able to carry on with your path, then you broke that off because you can't do both. And your path is more important than what they talking about. And if they really needed the help, then, like, I'm going to be real. I just feel like they should have treated you better. They should have kept up with their incentives, because obviously, like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like they didn't treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. They didn't give you the things that you deserve to have. And they were expecting a lot out of you. And like, you were not there to be an employee. Even if this is a counterfeit, this is a spouse that was treating you like an employee. You're not their employee. This is somebody who was a friend. This was a lover. This was somebody that you were there to, you had a relationship with them. You were either helping them or you were there, to like helping them, like a helpmate, like a spouse, like y'all are friends, y'all are supposed to be teammates, y'all supposed to work together. But this is someone that was viewing you as someone that is just there to work for them. No. And you were like, no, I'm not going to do this. And I just feel like for somebody, you were put in a position where this person was trying to put you in a position where you didn't have a choice. Like, as if you didn't have an option to say, no, you know what? I'm good on that. They were trying to put you, to make you feel as though you don't have a choice in your own life. You don't have a say-so in what you do. You don't have a say-so in where you work. You don't have a say-so in where you sleep. You don't have a say-so in what you do with your off days. You don't have a say-so with where you go. You don't have a say-so with who you hang out with. You don't have a say-so with nothing. And it was to a point to where you was like, you know what? I'm finna just go back to my path. My path was easier. I tried to come over here to help you. You seem like you don't want the help, because if you wanted the help, then when you saw me here willing to help you, you would have been like, oh, thank you. Thank you for helping me. You would have been appreciative of having help. Which, I just feel like is interesting, because a lot of men do that. Like, a lot of men, they cry and they are very emotional and very vocal about wanting a woman, wanting a wife. And then they get a woman, they get a wife, and they treat her as if she is bothering them. And then they wonder why they end up alone. And they complain, well, she didn't say anything, and she just left, and she didn't talk. She told you weeks, probably months, probably a long time. She kept complaining to you that you were not treating her right. She probably told you time and time again she needed a break. She probably told you over and over again she was sick and tired of being treated a certain kind of way, and you ignored her. And because you ignored her and you insisted on trying to take away every hobby, you wanted to take away every outlet she had, every piece of joy she had, every piece of having her own identity, then when she leaves, you are confused. It is not healthy for a man to feel like he needs to be so controlling and hovering over and standing over a woman to such an extent and expect that she is going to carry on being healthy, vibrant, happy, and helpful. And friendly. Okay. What is it? Fit, friendly, and something else. I forgot. But like, you can't expect a woman feminine. You can't expect a woman to be in her feminine, and you are basically telling her that she cannot do feminine things, and you don't want her. Why should she? She don't need facials, and she don't need to go to the spa. And why does she need to do this? You're telling her she can't go shopping. You're telling her you don't like her doing girly things, while simultaneously saying you want somebody that's girly. And then You want her to be fit, but anytime she tries to do anything to get fit, you're looking at her like she crazy. You're trying to shove food down her mouth and you're telling her that no, she needs to chill. Baby, I just feel like, and you're expecting her to be friendly, but you're being so mean to her that she's angry all the time. She's mad all the time. Her feelings hurt all the time. She's tired all the time. Baby, make it make sense. Anyways, whoever you are, God removed the veil from your eyes and pulled you on up out of there, because this was somebody that was all the way confused. They were all the way confused. They was all the way confused. They had you all the way messed up. All the way messed up. They really thought that they would be able to just have you captured. Like, I just feel like this is someone that wanted to capture you. This is someone that wanted to make you feel obligated to do this, and they wanted to work you like a slave. And that's what's real. And it made, like I said, it started off, you were doing a favor. And whoever this person is you were doing a favor for, they took it to an extent. They thought to themselves that they are going to make you do this, and then they're going to make you do that, and they're going to treat you like this. And it got to a point to where you were like, you know what? I was originally doing a favor, and I don't want to do this no more. Why should you? Why would you want to do a favor for somebody that is being mean to you? Why would you want to do a favor for somebody that's picking? You do favors for your friends. You don't do favors for people who are treating you as if you are their enemy. And that's real. You don't do favors for people that are picking on you. You don't do favors for people that are bullying you and harassing you and trying to talk down on you. Like, you don't do favors for people that are doing that. And like I said, in reality, whoever this person is you were doing a favor for, they are losing out. Because regardless if you were there doing the bare minimum, regardless if you were doing the bare minimum for them, it will be better off than for them to not have any help at all. And that's real. That's real. But they couldn't see that. They couldn't understand that. They were acting as if they, like, and I just feel like somebody that don't have a lot of options. That's why they needed the favor in the first place. They don't have a lot of options. They don't have, and it's not to say that this is someone that's unattractive or anything like that, but I just feel like when it comes down to what this person is requiring, this is a lot. This is a lot. Regardless if it's a job or what is it, a friendship or a counterfeit, whatever it is, I just feel like this is someone that is, their requirements and checklist is ridiculous compared to what it should be. And they don't have the kind of options for them to be acting in the way that they are. Whew, that's the message. I cannot stretch this on anymore. Because, baby, my voice is just, I'm so congested. And once again, I don't got no medicine. I don't have no medicine. Lord, help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. Lord, help me, Lord. I need some medicine, Lord. Okay. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.